Follow these 2 tips. You will end 2022 as a millionaire. Number 1, come back to my channel. We are still in celebration mood. We are still celebrating our Christmas. I think today is 27th December. How was your celebration? How did you celebrate the Christmas on the 25th December? How did you travel to the village? I want to know how you celebrated your Christmas, and I know it's going on fine. And what are the challenges like when you were traveling? And let's just interact. And I know January is coming. You know, people might wonder, why is this woman hammering on January? Because I know lack of money is a bastard, you know, and it's real in January. So I'm back again so that we'll talk about it. Now celebration is going on. People are spending, you are collecting, and all that and all that. So what can we do with all these gifts we are collecting, you know? So that January will not be too hectic, not just for only January, but it can see us through the whole year of 2022. You know, as we're going into this 22, some things shouldn't take us unaware like it did in 2021, especially financially, as long as you're in this family, okay? How are we going to make our 2022 to be smoother? It will be smoother, it will be stress-free, or we'll reduce the stress, financial stress, I mean. So what are we going to do, and what do we think we can do? I said, okay, now that you are collecting gifts, now that everything is going on well, celebration, everyone is celebrating, you know, it's a good time to celebrate. But after the first and second, people start going back to their base, and the reality will start unfolding small. So what am I trying to do now? I'm trying to guide us on, or suggest, it's a suggestion because you decide what to do. I want to give us 2 tips that we will end 2022 as a millionaire. 2 tips. Follow these 2 tips. You will end 2022 as a millionaire. Number 1, divide every of your income. What I mean by income is your profit, your salary, your earnings. Divide every of your income by 3. And know that is only 1 that is yours. For example, if you are in business, and in a month, at the end of the month, after calculation, and you find out that what you have as your profit is 50,000 naira. For example, is 50,000 naira. Your earning for the month is 50,000. See what you will do if you must end the year as a millionaire. What you do, this is my calculator here. We're going to use this calculator and do our calculations. So this will do 50,000 divided by 3. Okay, so what do we have? We have 16,666. Therefore, in that month, the one that you will see as your money is 16,606. If you're a tithe payer, you remove your tithe before this calculation. Okay, 50,000, when you divide it, you find out that what you have is 16,666. The other 2 portions is not your own. Why? What do I mean? Yes, the other 2 portions from the profit, 1, you will save it. That is 1 portion. You will save 16,000 something. Okay, then the second one is going to be taken back into the business so that the business will be growing. And what do you have? You have only 16,000 for that month. It might not be enough, yes, but that is what you were able to get in a month. And remember, when you eat when you eat more than that, you are eating into your progress, you are eating into your prosperity, you are eating into your capital. Yes. So that 16,000 in that month, what do you have? The major thing is feeding. Clothes can wait, you can manage, but you see, feeding, don't joke with it. So you make sure you get your foodstuff, that the money you manage for the month. And if you cannot afford meat for that month, you go for the other sources of protein. To build, you must do that, unless if you have decided not to grow in life. As I told you in my former video, that many of us are carrying our bags of cement in our stomach. The things we eat, we don't earn them. We have not grown to that extent. Those are the things we can eat when they are gifted to us, not with our own money, because we've not grown to that. It might sound being strict to yourself, but if you must grow, there are some disciplinary actions that you must take. Okay, I have stayed several days without meat, though I source for another source of protein. Okay? That is cheap, that I can afford, but not meat. Why? Because from what I earned for the month, after doing scale of preference, the meat was not part of what I was able to get for that week. And I didn't get meat for that week. Yes. It helped me so much that I was able to achieve what I planned for the year. That is by the way. If you are doing it weekly and you are able to save 16,666 in a week, we have 4 weeks in a month. Okay, we have 16,606 times 4. That is in a month. In a month, you'll be having like 66,664. Now, times 12. That is 1 year. You'll be having 799,000. That is your savings for the year. What I mean by savings is money that you do as if it does not exist. Money that you keep as if it does not exist. You don't touch it, no matter what. Yes. That is savings, savings, savings. That is it. Now, another way is giving yourself a target. Remember what decision does in our lives. I've talked about that before. Decision is one thing that serves as a force, a push force or a pushing force. Okay? When you decide that this year I will not end the same, this year I must end it as a millionaire, what will you do? Million is, let's start with 1 million naira. Okay? You can start with whatever you want to get at the end of the month, and also based on your income. And again, it can also help you to hustle more. See it, that is what we call daily savings. And 1 million naira is 1 with 6 zeros. Okay, 1 million is your target. And how many days do we have in a year? We have 365 stroke 366 days. So let's use 365. We have 2,739 on daily basis. Therefore, to make it a round figure, you can decide to be saving 3,000 naira on daily basis. And let's see what happens. 3,000 naira times 365 is equal to 1,095,000 naira. That is what you have as your savings. Remember, it's not part of your business. Just savings. Why do we say we save for rainy days? Okay? We save for bigger projects. Not for feeding and all that. No. We save for bigger projects. We save for rainy days. So if you do this every year you will be having your 1,095,000 naira. And at the end of the month, you can decide to take off the 95,000 naira to spoil yourself, to buy things for yourself, to eat, to enjoy with it, while you keep your 1 million naira. See, a planned life works like a magic. And when you think without plan you can do it, you are just surviving, you are not living. You can only live when you plan your life. Yes. When you don't plan your life, you can escort others to their destinies without having your own destiny. In short, without even being on this road to your destiny. But you are busy escorting others to their destinies. So what are we going to do this year? We're coming to the end of the year, 2021. We're going to plan. With these 2 tips, you end 2022 as a millionaire. Let's do this. And many more we are going to do. Anyway, you find it difficult, remember in my video, I always say, contact me. I will always leave my email on the description area. Why? So that you'll be able to contact me and ask some questions when it's getting tough, when it's getting difficult. And how will I end this video? I'll end this video by telling you a story. I was once in Enugu, Nigeria. Enugu. So when I was in Enugu, I saw this young man. I saw there are many in their family. I don't know if you'll be watching. We've lost contact for many years now, but I'm happy of whom he has become. See, I was still a student then. That was my 4th year. Yes. And in that compound I stayed. In that compound I stayed, I always see this young man. In the morning, he will help the mother do 1 or 2 things, do the short. The mother, they gave birth to them many. And I think all of them were staying in just one room. I saw things were not moving on fine. So one day, and seeing that boy, I saw him as a very responsible boy. I see him as someone that really wants to hustle, but opportunity has not come. And me too, as a student, I can't help because I couldn't help because I don't even have enough for myself. So I had to call him one day and I discussed with him. And I told him how he can make a decision to change the history or the story of their family. He told me that that's exactly what he wants, but there is nobody that wants to help. There is nobody that wants to help. There is nothing he can do. In short, that he's just waiting for opportunity. And I told him, see, there is something you can do. Now you don't go to school, and you can go out and hustle. He said, hustle where? Is it stand on the road and all? I say you can start with being a conductor. Just go out and find out how much they pay. That is how he moved out. I think his name is Ndubisi. I still remember this name. Yes, his name is Ndubisi. And Ndubisi, early in the morning, the following day, I woke up, I didn't see him again. And I didn't mind. I just went to school and came back. And I found out that for some days, I didn't see him. Until one day, I decided to look for him. And it was on Sunday, I found him. I was like, where have you been? I don't see you again. I hope all is well. He told me that I should remember our discussion now, that he normally moved before daybreak, that there's a place they used to stand to join conductors, to join motors, to get motors that they can do conductor for. Oh my God. And you know what? That day, he thanked me so much and told me that on daily basis, he saves 2,000 naira. And all the money he was making, he was saving it. 2,000 naira on daily basis. At the end of the month, what does it mean? Let's say 30 days, for example, he will have 60,000 naira. And I finished my IT. In that compound, I was there going to NNPC Enugu Depot for my IT then. When I finished my IT, I left. He wants to tell me that now he has become, from that savings he used to get from that conductor, he has trained himself in school. He became a graduate and opened some other businesses that he was managing by then and was living comfortably. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because there are many youths out there that is languishing, not because they can't do something. They are not lazy at all, but because no one has guided them. Nobody has gingered them. There's no push coming from anywhere, or they are waiting for someone that will count money and give them. What you have there is more than money. What God has implanted in you is more than cash. You can do a lot with it. Stand up and do something. Stand up and do something. Look around you. There's a problem to solve. Attach a price to all the problems you solve, and that will be the value for that thing. Okay, any problem you see around you, if you look around you and there is no sachet water, then the problem there is lack of sachet water. Then you provide it. That is, you solve the problem and exchange it for money. If you look around you and the problem is lack of, just look for something. Look around you. There's always a problem in your environment. There's always something that you don't get in your environment anytime you need it. It has become a vacuum that you can close up and put a value in it. See, this is what I have for you today. 2022 must be better than 2021. Okay. You know, as we move. Yeah. 2022 we move. Get prepared. If you haven't made some plans, my dear, I have mine sorted already. I have my plans sorted already with every month attached to it. What is the need? In short, that will be in another video. We'll talk about planning. Okay? And as we continue, may the Lord continue with you. You will never beg for bread. All I pray for you is good health, good reasoning, good mindset, and the grace of God. Okay? If God will give you this grace and also give you good health, you can do it. In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. See you.